Okay, let's do this. We are going to work on some addition. We're going to have fun. It's going to be great. We're going to work past the death sickness. It's going to be wonderful, okay? Oh, you make me sleepy, Emma. It's important that we pay attention to even the tiniest bits in our addition, or else we make silly mistakes. And so we're going to go back and actually use the blocks like we used to when we were working on addition, and then you guys are going to practice some problems too, okay? So in addition, are we putting two numbers together, or are we splitting up a number?
Putting two numbers,
Splitting them up?
Wait, putting two numbers together.
Okay, so let's pretend. What are these? What's this number, Emma?
11.
11. And this number, Charles?
10.
10. So if I'm putting them together, am I using addition or subtraction?
No.
Which one am I using? Plus. And remember we call plus addition. So we're not using subtraction, we're using addition. So if I put them together, now what number do I have?
21.
21. Right? So it's easy when we have something to count right in front of us that we're adding. Let's try, I'm going to give you guys a problem and we're going to use the blocks to help us do it, okay? Let's do 23 plus 15. And why don't you make 23, Emma? And Charles, why don't you make 15 with the blocks? So Emma, do you think there was an easier way Charles could have made 15?
Yeah.
Counted by twos?
No.
You could have counted by twos.
You could have put a 10 and then put 5.
5 what?
Of these little cubes.
And what do we call the little cubes? Ones. Do you want to try that, Charles? So you can grab a 10. 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So if we're going to put them together, we need to see if we have enough ones to make a 10 first. Do you want to write it out too? So what would be the first thing that we need to do, Charles?
Line it up.
Line it up. And what do we line it up by? Is it random? Do I just get to crazily decide where we line it up?
No.
How do I decide to line it up?
Ooh, that's pretty.
It's a pretty color, huh? How do I decide where we're going to line it up, Emma? By the place of the number. So what place are these numbers?
The ones.
And Charles, what place are these numbers?
The twos. The tens.
The tens, the twos. Well, that would be funny if that was the name of a place. So when we're adding, which column are we going to add first?
The ones.
The ones. So let's put all of our ones together. Charles, why don't you count all of our ones?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. I like how you counted by twos with your fingers. So then what is our answer in the ones column? How many ones do we have? Do you want to write it, Emma? We have 8. So now what do we need to do?
We need
To count the
tens now.
You want to count the tens, Charles?
10, 20, 30.
I like how you counted by tens.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So I'm going to stop you right there. The reason that we don't count by tens, even though we're in the tens column, is because it is tens, but because it's in this place, we don't have to write the 0.
It goes bigger.
So let's count 1, 2, 3. So the sum of 1 and 2 is
3.
Okay.
Let's try it right here. 1, 2, 3.
little pattern, huh? Emma, could you read us the full number sentence?
Okay. 23 plus 15 equals 38.
Okay, let's go ahead and erase that, and we're going to try another one together, and then we're going to try one. This one's I'm going to help you a lot with this one because this one's going to might have some borrowing in it, or some carrying. Okay, so I'm going to have you write the number sentence actually. Let's do 37 plus 17.
Oh, wait. I know 7 plus 7. I want to do it so bad.
Okay, Emma, why don't you make 37? Charles, why don't you make 17?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Good job, Hui.
16, 17.
Good job. Have it? Okay.
37.
All right. So we have 37. We have 17. Charles already built his houses. Emma, will you go ahead and build your houses? All righty. What's the first house that we're going to add, Charles? The ones or the tens?
The ones.
Charles, will you count the ones for us?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. So do you remember, before we write anything down there, do you remember when Emma told you that there was an easier way to make 15? Is there an easier way for us to make 14? So those ones already taken. I'm going to give you this one. And what do you have to trade me for?
What's the leftovers?
Make 14 with these.
Uh-huh. So Emma, you going to help him?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. So now we have 14. Where does this 10 belong? Does this 10 belong with the ones?
No.
So let's write 14 down there.
I know it's this. I know it's
And we have to carry the...
1.
We're not carrying a 1, though. What are we carrying?
A 10.
We're carrying a 10. Good job, Charles. But we write it as the 1 because that's the place. That place is hiding the 0 for us. Okay. Go ahead and do Imagine Learning, Araceli.
I know.
So now what is the sum of 1 and 3 and 1? Emma?
5.
5. And that's how many what we have? How many?
54.
Yes, but we have 5 tens. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a problem now, and if you want to use the blocks, you can. Let's take turns erasing. Thank you, Charles. That was very kind. But I want you guys to really remember that you're not carrying a 1. You're carrying a 10. That's why it's important when you remake the number in the 1's place, you're carrying a 10. Okay, we'll get him in a minute, okay? Sit down.
He's coming.
Okay.
He's right there at the door.
I'll be right with you, okay, Hui?
1 plus 15, but we don't already did that. Oh,
Okay. Go ahead. You guys work. Yep, you guys can work independently on that one, and I'll be right back. Okay. Ooh, Charles, I like that you're carrying that. 10. All right. Do you want to read me your number sentence, Charles?
9 plus 29 plus 15 equals 44.
Uh-huh. And Emma, you want to read me your number sentence?
74 plus 17 equals 91. And plus 1.
Uh-huh. And which is really a what?
A 10.
Very good. Thank you, guys.